If you call yourself a UX or UI designer, I think you might be doing yourself a little bit of harm, and that's what I want to talk to you about today. Hey guys, I'm Ron and welcome to another episode of Flux. You know, we love giving ourselves titles as designers. It might be a graphic designer, web designer, UX, UI designer, and I've been coming up with the term lately, full stack designer, and it's fun to give yourself titles to try to explain what you're doing, how are you different and everything, but I think especially the term UX, UI designer is currently doing a little bit of damage to both the clients and yourself, and I'll try to explain a little bit why I think that's the case. When people talk about UI, you mean user interface. What they mean with the word interface is 99% of the time graphical user interface. You know, the buttons and the windows and everything that goes in the window of a screen. And designing for screens, which is right now what we do most of the time when we design for web, when we design for apps, is we love doing it, it's fun, we put on Dribbble and stuff like that. People say, oh, what a cool design, but sometimes that is not the best design solution for a specific problem. And I want to give you an example that I took from a book called The Best Interface is No Interface, which I think you should read. The example is that in the last few years, some car manufacturers have developed specific apps for their cars so that you can open your car with an app, which might sound cool, like a smart car and everything, but actually that's very stupid way to open your car, because you have to take out your phone, you have to unlock it, you have to find the app, you have to open it, wait for it to load, look for the button that actually opens the app. It takes so many steps, when actually if you are as a designer think about the problem of opening the door of a car, then probably the best solution you would come up with is just, I walk up to the car already knows that it's me, and it opens the door automatically. And if you think that's science fiction, then you should already know that by 1999 Mercedes had a design that the car could realize when the car keys are very close to the car and unlock the car automatically. So that technology is already here for a very simple design solution to open a car, and yet we're so in love with designing apps and screen and UI that we sometimes complicate the solution. And not always the UI is the best solution for the problem that we have. And I'll give, for example, there are other interfaces to work with applications and with services. For Siri, for example, is one of them. You just talk to your phone. You don't have to have a graphical interface of buttons. You just talk to your phone and it knows what to do. And actually, I think that the future of design is actually these type of interfaces, you know, by talking or by, in the future, probably thinking and stuff like that. The future is not about designing buttons with rounded corners. That is not the future of design. And by calling yourself a UI designer, actually you're narrowing your mind into thinking about only graphical solutions to the problem, and that's not always the best solution. So I think you shouldn't be calling yourself a UI designer. You are a designer and you're using your design skill to give the best design solution to a problem. That solution might not be a UI. So think about that and broaden your mind when you think about a solution for specific problems. Subscribe to Flux channel and I'll see you next time.